na posibleng mag-tandem sa eleksyon 2016. Yan ang tambalang Davao City Mayor Rodrigo Duterte at Senator Bongbong Marcos. May report si Jamsi Sante.
Hindi pa rin mamatay-matay ang usap-usapang tatakbo sa eleksyon 2016 si Davao City Mayor Rodrigo Duterte. Nauna nang sinabi ng kanyang kapartido na kung tatakbo man ng alkalde ay pagka-presidente lang at hindi nito pipiliing maging vice-presidente. Kaya usap-usapan din kung sino ba ang magiging running mate niya kung sakali.
I always follow my father's advice. His advice is very simple, keep your options open.
Naging panauhin kamakailan ni Mayor Duterte sa kanyang local program si Senador Bongbong Marcos, kung saan sinabi ng senador na idolo niya si Duterte. Tulad ni Duterte, pabor din si Marcos na gawing federal country ang Pilipinas. Sa ilalim ng federalismo, mahahati sa iba't ibang estado ang bansa at bawat estado ay may sariling finance at development center. Magkakaroon din sila ng sarili nilang kinatawan sa Senado. Pero hanggang ngayon, itinatanggi ni Duterte na may balak siyang tumakbo.
To be president is a matter of destiny. So whoever reaches that throne there must be the chosen one of God.
Giit ni Marcos, hindi naman nila napag-usapan ni Duterte ang eleksyon pero hindi naman daw niya sinasarado ang posibilidad na maging tandem nga sila sa 2016.
Never say never, but hindi namin pinapag-usapan yun. Hindi namin pinapag-usapan yun. Pinag-usapan namin ni Mayor Duterte nung kasama ko siya ay tungkol sa mga issue nga. Yung federalism talagang lagi niyang nababanggit. At pangalawa, yung mga issue doon sa kanila, sa Davao at sa BBL na papag-usapan namin. Pero hindi namin napag-usapan ng politika.
Hindi lang sa federalismo nagkakasundo sina Marcos at Duterte. Pareho rin silang may alinlangan sa Bangsamoro Basic Law na isinusulong ng Administrasyong Aquino. Nabanggit na rin noon ni Duterte na naniniwala siya sa mekanismong pinairal noong martial law para tugisin ng mga rebelde at iba pang nagkakasala sa batas. Noong nakaraang linggo nga, sinabi rin ni Duterte na kailangan ng Pilipinas ang panibagong Ferdinand Marcos.
Kailangan mo ng pareho ni Marcos. Titino to at kaya mo. At wala nang... ngayon, kung kaya ni Bongbong Marcos yung ginawa ng tatay niya, okay, mas maganda.
Ayon sa PDP Laban, bukas silang makipag-alyansa sa ibang partido. Hindi rin doon nila isinasara ang posibilidad ng Duterte-Marcos tandem.
Anything is possible in politics. And of course, if Mayor Duterte will be our standard bearer, we have to defer. We have to give him some elbow room on choosing his preferred running mate. So we will give him that discretion, that right to choose his...
They are contesting kung hero ba si Marcos, wala akong pakialam. Whether hero siya o hindi, pagkasundalo siya dyan. Yung hero politika na yan eh. One is the president, number one qualification, malibing ka. Tapos pangalawa, sundalo ka. Whether I favor the opposition or I side with Doso, yung pamilya na Marcos, I'm limited to what is the law. This issue has divided the nation. Lahat ng Ilocano say that si Marcos talaga hero. Or there is the law that favors the Burial. So why should I... Bakit pa ako pag dilidaling ibang presidente ayaw? Hero. Hindi hero, di hindi. Sundalo, oko. Maganda siyang presidente. Depends. Almost half of the country says that he was a good president, lalo na mga Ilocano. O di nasasaktan sila nitong ginagawa ngayon. So hindi nahihil yung... Lahat ng Ilocano, ang sikreto lang, may galit yan.
But they only
sa kanilang kapwa Ilocano.
several millions out of the 100
No, I don't think
million
so. You know why?
Filipinos.
You know why hindi mag-abot ng milyon yan? Tignan mo pagtakbo ni Bongbong. Ilang diferensya lang sila. It's about 200,000. Tapos sabihin ninyo na it's still fresh. Even Bongbong Marcos was, sabi niya, dinaya siya, baka. Kung hindi siya dinaya, talagang manalo siya.
So the election result, Mayor, is one of the parameters.
Well, even then, I said, the number is very minimal. If it's an indication to you that there is no more such thing as a Marcos trauma, just look at the results of the election. It will tell you that si Lene, naghabol silang dala. Ilan ang boto na ano? It's about 600 to 200,000.
In the hindsight, kung balikan ko ang panahon noon at ngayon, kung hindi lang siya tumagal ng pagka-presidente, kung hindi lang siya naging diktador na matagal, pinaka-the best na presidente dumaan, Marcos. Yung biyayang dagat niya, pati yung Masagana 99, that was the time na hindi tayo nag-import talaga ng pagkain, sitang. Yun talaga. Sundin na lang natin yun kasi yun ang gumana. Huwag na tayo na mag-imbento ng bago kasi yung iba naman dyan, huwag natin sundin yan. Baka sabihin, sunod-sunod lang tayo. Para, tinitignan ko na yung naghiram ako ng material. Marcos, Masagana 99, pati yung ano. Between families actually, it has degraded into something like others took it as a family matter. It's Ferdinand Marcos and the nation.
Sir, why do you think he deserves to be in the libingan ng mga bayan?
Because he was a great president and he was a hero. Ano yung sabi nila na hindi daw totoo, wala naman na silang pinapalabas na except that a mother statement. Wala. I said that bakit tayo why don't we hail the alam mo, it's also the Filipino nation who wants to see something good come out of it. Sure. Yung ano yung others took it personal. Hindi dapat gano'n.
Sir, what would you say to people who will criticize you because of the supposed abuses that happened during the Marcos regime? They might be displeased, to say the least, about it.
No, I don't think so.
Sir, why?
Why? Because he said he did something good for the country. Yung sabi lang dictatorship period, that remains to be debated so many generations from now. But it has na personal ito. Ayaw ko na naman. It leaves a bad taste in the mouth to talk about it. But simply ako, my decision would really be to allow his burial in Ilibingan ng mga bayan.
Sir, would you say that there is similarities in terms of leadership of ex-President Marcos and your leadership?
With against
Kayo, meron po bang similarity?
Wala eh. I cannot much even a fraction of what he had. He was very bright. And he knew all along, he could almost predict what was in the future.
So, sir, do you believe all of Marcos' years as president were good?
Well, in the sense that we take it as a time for a man to be president. Hindi mo masabi na lahat na masama ang ginawa niya. All the things that Marcos has built, nandyan pa hanggang makikita mo eh. Ay, yung iba dumaan mo lang. May isang highway na tama.
But sir, do you also recognize the bad, supposedly, that happened during that time?
Well, we all have our faults. We hope that every human being is fit to play. Ganon yan. Pero yung idealism, ang mahirap abutin. He had the idealism, he had the vision for his country. Ako, I do not compare me with, ako, interesado lang naman ako magtrabaho sa gobyerno. Oh, it happens to be the presidential thing, but ito si
Ferdinand Marcos really planned his life to serve his country as president. Makita mo naman ang rise niya sa ano. Kami dito, taga Mindanao, do not compare me with the president.
Sir, a lot of people are also supporting a tandem of you and Bongbong. What do you think of that, sir?
I thank the tao who there, and I would like to thank them. For after all, I said, not everybody knows it, my father and Ferdinand Marcos were close allies. He was a loyal ally.
Sir, what in the Marcos governance would you copy in your own presidency then?
Kita mo naman, biyayang dagat maganda yun. Masanaga na 99 maganda yun. Ba't yung nanon na siya, they allowed, binigay na niya sa tao. This is the blueprint. Along the way, puro corrupt dito, puro corrupt doon. Nasira tuloy. In the last days, wala na. Pero overall, I think that he did something good for the country. For after all, we elected him. And he was not, sabi mo na, may isang word dito na tamad. Hindi tamad yun. I believe that he was really, even asleep, he was thinking about his work as president.
Sir, could you just reiterate why President Marcos deserves to be...
Because he is president, or he was the president of the Republic of the Philippines, and he was a soldier, and he was good. Ba't tanong na lang kasi ang tao, kasi wala nang nakita kung yung pagkakamali.
It's time to...
That is, you know, when people judge best when they condemn. Ganun kasi yan. You are at your best element, especially yung kasiraan ng kapwa mo tao. Hindi kanila mamadya. Look at the structures that Marcos built. Nandiyan pa, ginagamit. But dito sa utak, I said he was the most enterprising president that we ever had. Kasi galing rin siya sa, hindi naman mayaman eh. But he came from a province where he grew up in a simple... Sumunod sa kanya si Bingbong. Bongbong. Kung manalo siya sa protest niya, baka bago ang ating Vice President.
What he actually said is a real statement of exasperation and a genuine wish to step down if there's a better leader, no? Or if there's a qualified leader to take over. And he has said that he thinks that Senator Bongbong Marcos is one of the better qualified leader to succeed him. If there's developments and he will win the protest and he becomes vice president, yes, he will make through his word. If he wins if he becomes vice president, perhaps the president will make through his word. Now he will step down. Because what he's worried about is if we were to use constitutional succession, then the successor may not be qualified. And then he expressed a preference on who he thinks will be qualified. So, if he wins, I think he has said it before. He has said it before that if he wins the protest and he's declared as vice president.
Ilan lang? 4, 5, 6. Wala akong barangay captain. Wala akong congressman. Wala akong pera. Si Amy pa ang nagbigay. Sabi niya, inutang daw niya. And si Amy supported me. I do not know it because of, my father was a cabinet member of President Marcos during the first term of his presidency. My father was one of the two who stood by Marcos in his darkest hours. Everybody was shifting to the liberal at the time, kay Diosdado Macapagal. And it was only Ibarle and my father who stood by Marcos. That is why, when he won, my father was one of the cabinet.